Hey cats, EDDBUD here. Today I took a trip out to attend my first park run in a long time. I took on the nearby Henstridge Airfield Parkrun to fly around the 5k route. This one's a mixed grass, gravel and tarmac course. Very little elevation on this one fortunately, though lots of twists, turns and some rabbit warrens to watch out for. Certainly a smaller one, this one, only about 165 participants today, and all of those that took part were in for some quite humid conditions out there. For this multi-terrain assault, I got to utilise a shoe that I've been wanting to take out on this type of course for a long time. The New Balance Fuel Cell RC Elite. Ideal conditions to prod and probe the outsole. They worked surprisingly well. Here's how I got on. Hey cats, I've headed out on an impromptu park run today at Henstridge Airfield. I came here a couple of years ago to do the park run. It's one of these multi-terrain type things, so you have some sections on grass, gravel, tarmac. There's been quite a lot of rain overnight, so it's quite fresh out here. I've only got about 20 minutes to get a little warm up in and get ready, so I'm going to hit it and see how we get on. All right.
We are short of volunteers. Without volunteers, this won't happen. Unfortunately, we are short this week, so it will be an untimed run. Don't panic everyone, you'll get a run credit, but the time you'll get will be the same as the tail walker.
Hey guys, I'll tell you what, I've bumped into this man here. Now we go back a long way. In fact, one of my first bands, James used to play keyboards, organ, pianos. Mr.
Right.
James Legg. How you doing, James?
Hello, yeah, good, thanks, Ed, yeah.
You enjoy that one today?
Oh, it was a tough run, yeah, Henstridge Parkrun, yeah, really good.
It was tough, I tell
Ed
you.
beat me, though.
I got to about 2.5 miles, I was saying to James, and yeah, I thought that must be near the end now. I must be getting close, just round the corner. But no, yeah, it was tough going. It's quite humid as well, isn't it, today?
Yeah, it's dry, though, that's the main thing. Because when we left the oval, it was a bit of rain, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a little bit of rain. I noticed that overnight. So I was thinking about, you know, what shoes to wear, because it's a bit multi-terrain here. You've got some gravel, you've got some grass, you've got some stuff that normally would be like a bog, I think, but it's hardened up out there a little bit. And there's all sorts of rabbit warrens and things in there. I didn't see any rabbits. Did you spot any wildlife out there?
No.
No, I caught a couple of flies. James used to frequent the park run in Yeovil quite a lot. Sadly, that's not happening at the moment. We had two courses and neither of them seemed to be operational. I don't know why.
It's one of the nearest ones, isn't it?
Yeah. So this isn't too bad. You can get here in sort of 15 or so minutes, not far away for us, which is ideal. Do you tinkle the ivories anymore, James?
I do now and then.
A little bit of bass as well?
Yeah, a little bit of bass.
Fantastic.
Yeah, playing a cover band on a
Oh yeah.
bit of a sort of practice on a Wednesday night with 3 other friends, so
Awesome.
a few covers, yeah.
Oh man. I'll tell you, it's good to see you,
Yeah,
James.
it's good to see you playing.
See you soon, man. Take it easy.
Yeah,
Hey cats, oh, not too bad there. 2056 on a sort of bumpy, very grassy, gravelly terrain. Just gonna have a quick warm down or cool down or whatever you want to call it. It's such an odd place out here, so barren. Then you've got these ginormous warehouse type things. It's like something out of Death Stranding. I really want to play that game again. I might get the director's cut and just start it again. I really enjoyed it first time around. Some new shoes arriving today, the Zoomfly 3, and I have to be honest guys, I did dip in and get a pair of the Gakuso Next Percents for 129 or whatever it was, 121. I couldn't help, I couldn't resist. It was too attractive a price, even though they do look a little bit odd. Let's finish up this little warm down and I'm gonna go home and have a well-deserved shower. If you're enjoying the videos and you're either a regular viewer or a first timer, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications of when I roll them out for you. And it really helps the channel out if you give this video a thumbs up like. Dankeschön. Check the merchandise out as well.
It's all now.
So a time today of 20 minutes 56, which gives us an average pace of 6 minutes 37 per mile, or 4 minutes 10 seconds per kilometre. Most of the run in the threshold zone, keeping it in the red. It was good I had my shredded wheat before I got there, I really needed it today. It's been a tough week mentally and physically. Recovering from the Bristol Half Marathon last weekend, that certainly took its toll on me a little bit. Did have a few issues with the Polar OH1 again, losing connection to the Coros Apex watch. It's odd as the Garmin was fine, it just seemed to have a solid connection, so I don't know if something's happening there, the Bluetooth's getting interrupted, or I don't know. Who knows? It could be some sort of strange connectivity type problem, I don't know. I think at one point the Coros was just basically picking up cadence really rather than heart rate, but the Garmin was fine, so not sure. Cadence of 181 steps per minute and an average heart rate of around 158 beats per minute, so firmly in that threshold zone. Lots of uneven ground here, guys, and thousands of bugs, one of which I managed to consume around about 1 mile in. It just sort of seemed to make a beeline directly for me. Fortunately, it wasn't a bee, it was just a little mosquito type thing. I say little, you know, you wouldn't want to meet it down a dark alley. So the course is a lap type affair, but there are some gravel and concrete sections there that give you a chance to turn up the pace a little bit before heading back onto the mud and grass. Certainly running on grass is that little bit more demanding for me, though oddly a less punishing surface, so your legs feel that little bit better later in the day. Shoe choice was certainly on point with the RC Elite. Always a big fan of this shoe and it really performed well today. The rough and coarse traction there was ideal as we had a multitude of different surfaces to run on. So those Dynaride triangular protrusions, they're really quite thick and very, very tough. They worked brilliantly on the grass and the gravel in equal measures. Been ages since I wanted to test this shoe out on that type of occasion, so I'm really pleased I got to do it finally. It was a lot of fun. I've said it before that this seems closer to me to the Vaporfly 4% Flyknit in terms of the midsole shape and profile, and also that heel to toe drop. It's just that little bit more aggressive than the next percent. I just wish the RC Elite 2 had this Dynaride outsole material rather than that smoother, flatter stuff that it's got. By all accounts, that was the original intention in the RC Elite 2, but I think there was some type of manufacturing issue. They couldn't get hold of the Dynaride material to place on there, and they had to get the shoes out there and launched. So yeah, a bit sad about that. Maybe they'll release one in the future someday that's got this stuff on the bottom. That would be magic. Please do that, New Balance. I mean, I'll buy a pair. I'm sure other people will. Nice to run again with other people today in such an open environment as well. Quite safe there. Only 165 odd people. Sadly though, they did have a bit of a problem with the marshals and the volunteers. There weren't enough. And alas, it wasn't a proper timed course today. I think I came in 11th out of the 165, but that time won't appear on the Parkrun website because, yeah, they didn't have enough people to make it like a valid run, I suppose. I think a number of park runs have really struggled to get enough volunteers to make it happen each weekend recently. So happy to run, but yeah, it was kind of a bit sad that there weren't enough volunteers there. I almost felt tempted to just go, you know, can I do it now? But I think it was probably too late by then. Has your park run reappeared in your local town, city or borough? Did the cancellation of park runs affect your running? I know a lot of people like to attend them for social interaction. I think we've all missed that over the last 18 months, haven't we? So what park run next? Maybe Blandford? I do remember doing that one and really enjoying it a couple of years back. That could be the next stop. After that, maybe Poole or Bournemouth. Bit of a second home for me, that one. I really enjoyed my university life. Beast! I really enjoyed my university life over in that part of the country. Reading database textbooks on the beach is something that everybody should experience at least once in their life. Shout out to Colin Crumbles. New shoes have arrived. Here they are. Hey cats, a couple of shoes arrived. The DPD guy's just been, and yeah, he's a bit worried. He's not got any fuel, or at least he's got a bit of fuel, but he doesn't know what happened Monday when he's got to go back out again, so poor bloke. You realise then it's affecting people quite a lot, you know, this fuel shortage here. Madness. Anyway, we've got shoes. Let's have a look. So we're Nike Zoom Fly 4. Ooh. Pretty stretchy sort of material there. Flyknit. Oh, it's nice to see that back. Reminds me a little bit of the Zoom Fly Flyknit, kind of the second version. Nice. And a ginormous sport tab. What's going on there? Look at the size of that. Not sure that's really needed. Crazy. Yep. And the React, yep, solid as a rock. Okay, so we've got another one here. Oh wow. So I did decide to pick up a pair of these guys. I couldn't help but do it with that crazy discount. I just don't think people have been picking them up. The Yakuso Next Percent. So yeah, bizarre. Strange laces. Sort of thick, springy kind of laces. Very odd. Very odd. I think without the paper in there, it's not going to be awfully heavier. I do like this. They've put some extra reinforcement over the toe, which might mean that my toes don't feel quite as crushed in at the front. That'll be cool. I mean, for the price, I just couldn't turn it down. 121. Yeah, I kind of like them in hand, actually. Now I've got them in hand, they're not as ridiculous as I first thought. Cool. Well, there we go. 2 new shoes in for some testing. So might give the Zoomfly 4 a blast a bit later on today, depending on the leg situation. At the moment the legs are saying, I want to eat pizza, I want to have a rest, I want to drink some beer. It's been a tough week and React isn't the softest of materials, especially when you insert a carbon spatula into it. So do watch out for a review on those very soon. It might be later today, it might be tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. One thing's for sure, my valued viewers will be the first to see it. And for that, I thank you. Let me know about Parkrun stuff, let me know about Zoomfly 4, let me know about all those sorts of things that are swimming around in your mind. Down in the comments. Musical interlude. While I was coming up with the script for today's video, I was listening to a wonderful live performance from Radiohead. This one's from Lollapalooza back in 2016. I think Radiohead put it up on their channel like last year, maybe about April, May time. Certainly very popular as well. I think about 2.3 million views on that one. Majestic sounds here, guys. Wonderful. The mix is so good as well. There's some brilliant versions on there of Daydreaming and No Surprises. And all the other tracks are just wonderful too. You really appreciate the versatility of the band members when you see them perform these tracks in a live environment. Ed O'Brien there looking beautiful, just adding a little spice to things with his guitar and very poignant vocals. Johnny Greenwood with a violin bow and very soft, beautiful piano and tuned percussion. Do check this out, guys, to cleanse the ears. 2 hours of beautiful music from Radiohead, live at Lollapalooza in September 2016. Thanks for sticking with me to the end of today's video, guys. You know it's always appreciated. If you haven't done so already, do hit that subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications of when I roll out those new videos for you. And it helps the channel out a huge amount too if you give this video a thumbs up like and also share it with your running buddies. My name's EDDBUD and I'll be seeing you